BRICS is BRICS. In case you don't know, it stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and it's a coalition that's been created to challenge the dominance of the U.S. dollar. A lot of countries are behind it. I think it's a good idea. I personally think that the United States needs to be challenged a little bit in terms of its power. One thing that is happening also with BRICS is that they have created an alternative to the IMF or to the what would they call it? The World Bank, right? So the World Bank would loan money to other countries and put all these stipulations on what they could do with the money, what their politics had to be with the money. Basically, BRICS has created a development bank where countries can borrow money without all these crazy restrictions. They're actually allowed to have a type of sovereignty that they weren't allowed under the rule of the United States. It's not a big bank. I think they mentioned a number like $30 billion. That's not a ton of money to really get things done, but it's a great start. And I think that it's something that is going to be impactful. In fact, I saw a chart that basically talked about where economies are going. The U.S. is headed south in terms of our economic power. We're just headed south as a country. A few reasons might be the fact that we don't educate our kids. I mean, that right there is going to screw you. B1 people, you're educating your kids, so your kids are going to dominate in the future. And also the other things that we have other political issues. For example, we have a lot of gun violence because we refuse to make gun laws that make sense. We also have issues with food. So many people are getting cancer. How many of you got a relative that's gotten cancer or died from cancer? Give me a yes if you or somebody you know has been hit by cancer. And my heart goes out if you have. Cancer is a big deal. It's happening so much, happening everywhere. And a lot of it, I believe, is because the capitalism allows the FDA to approve food in the United States that can't be eaten in other places. So most countries don't have the cancer problem the United States has because our government literally allows corporations to feed us poison. And I could keep going down the list, and not to mention all the other illnesses, the diabetes, heart disease, strokes, heart attacks, all this other stuff, right? So effectively the United States, I think, generally speaking, because we're so committed to capitalism and we're a little bit too money hungry, we're just sort of headed on the downslope. I think China, if China can maintain its government and its power and its structure, I think China is going to be the big elephant in the room by the year 2070. Right now, it's interesting because in the Black Business School, we also have something called Project 2070. I've told you guys about it.